Dragon Coins. Credits. Mr. Death. Error level 7. Ported by Iron. Stay on the overworld for a little bit? Okay. I can do that. I can do that. Again. Huh. The music sounds a little bit off. Is that what I was supposed to see? Interesting. It's Among Us. Of course it's Among Us. It's always Among Us. Ooh, look at the cars. Look at them go. This is shiny. It's an impressive cityscape. Oh my. Guess when I said it's an impressive cityscape, that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a fairly linear level. This is the opposite of that. It's a funky track. Very funky. Possibly funky fresh. I'm digging this. We got like a kind of Sonic the Hedgehog multipath thing going on. It feels very much like it could be in a real hack. You've got this kind of like exploration thing going on. There's actual value towards going to different places. Which just doesn't really happen in an awful lot of level design contest levels. Do I trust it? I guess I have to. God, there's so much space to explore. Guess we'll take the upper one. Love how your climbing speed and its ascending speed are identical. Something that just amuses me. Maybe I should have trusted it. Alright, we reached an ending. Alright. Take the door, then. I wasn't ready for that. And it didn't matter, because I get sent back to the beginning anyway. Do people just... Oh, wait, no. I was about to say, do people just hate midpoints? Everyone played the level, didn't trust the coins? I mean, you have to, at some level, eventually trust them. Oh, it's that kind of a... What? It scrolls backwards. Ah. Well, that's unique, he said as he realized he was screwed. Half expecting the capsule with the animals coming out. That'd be a really impressive thing to put in VLDC, but would probably get you disqualified. But it'd be really impressive. Okay. Yeah, because what I was expecting was that the scroll would keep forcing me forward. Which, no one expects this kind of... I think I'm... owned? No, I'm not. How does that behave? It moves kind of screen local. Alright. This is weird. But in a good way. And then they stop. And then they go. This is so weird. Why did he queue somebody? Because they'd probably need to use outside ASM to make it happen. And VLDC is about not using ASM. Oh. It's number 2, Morton's Castle. Yeah, I don't know how you would implement the animal capsule. Oh, it's the layer 2 from Morton's. Ah, okay. No one ever expects the layer 2 from Morton's Castle. Making this the most appropriate of all of the possible levels to request, now that I think about it. Nope. Now we wait. Now we wait again. Plenty of time looking up at that F72 right now. Nope. I cannot just make that jump. It's more the way it interacts with everything else that makes it feel so weird. Like, the bubble's just, like, pausing right there. That is so weird. I don't know how to make that without getting hit. I guess let it bake a little bit. Oh, whoops. It's easy with arbitrary code execution, except it's not... It's finally not allowed in rules after being allowed but getting you disqualified. Yep. This is true. Yep, Tails works now. He just pauses the game for a non-trivial amount of time. Whoops. And I'm host. Because I can't respawn that object. It's kind of already on the screen. Whoops. You're fast enough you can one-shot the entire thing within 2 cycles? That's impressive. It looks extremely cool. Oh, I bet. Ah, dang it. And of course, if you try to go fast and fail to do so, you look incredibly silly. Evel Knievel looks cool because he successfully does big stunts. If Evel Knievel crashes and burns, he does not look cool. Well, that's what I get for trying that. No! I clipped it. I just cannot seem to not clip things today. What is he even doing? Like, what was that Chuck even trying to accomplish? Alright, so I'm up here now. This is new territory. That was not the thing to do. But it's okay. Verticality allows for respawns. Some respawns. Sometimes they just decide to go away. Chuck was trying to escape the level his own way. If you reach the spike underpass in the first section, the Chuck's there and force you to wait. Ah. In the first cycle, I gotcha. Interesting. Dang it. Can I respawn the object? I find the sheer amount of levels where it's like, well, I can't continue forward because I missed one spawn. Disconcerting. I still have that highway in the background. Also gives the kind of Sonic vibe. Wait, you come back here. That platform causes me trouble. Possibly because I keep trying to use it wrong. Yeah, there goes the Chuck. Oh, that's bad. Oh, nope, not dead. Oh, there's the Chuck. Doing its thing. I understand now. Okay. Now we wait. Not the only one to have trouble with the first gray platform. I don't find that surprising. There we go. In the door. Midway. Please remember, you can hold the up or down button while swimming to do bigger or smaller swim. Also, please don't swim before slopes. Okay. That's not a good sign. Flooded City! Flappy Tails! Please don't swim before slopes. Oops. I swam before the slope. It was not a good ploy. That is not the window I need. Oh, look, a midway. I love a good midway. Alright, well, exploring this area seems ill-advised. At least trying to. Yep, don't swim there. Swim, swim hungry. Swim, swim hungry. Swim, swim hungry. The internal thoughts of the dopefish. One of the universe's least bright denizens. Which reminds me I need to finish my Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta, because we started that like a month ago. Kind of July, just kind of I got lost in stuff. Between GDQ and ICFP and getting sick. And then not being sick and wanting to go play pinball. I keep dying there. That's the spot I keep dying, isn't it? Yeah, next week I'm going to manage my time differently. Much differently. I probably won't, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Now, next week I've already got like some busy stuff planned. I'm gonna hang out with Fiskbit for a bit. Probably. And then Friday we have our post-mortem for ICFP. Which, honestly, we're probably not gonna say... I don't think there's a lot to be said except for, I think we misunderestimated how the scoring affected things. But we did okay. 16th is not bad as a position in ICFP. We probably should have focused on Spaceship a little bit earlier. And less on efficiency in the wrong way, which we kind of did. But at the same time, we kind of needed the Lambda language parser to understand just how bad the inefficient programs were. Oh god, this is so fast. There's not a lot of time to parse what I'm supposed to do at that scroll speed. Something, 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 Kaizo 1. But yeah, the scoring system was so weird. Like, you didn't... The way I generally prefer ICFPs to score their problems is the best solution gets 1 point, and then your solution gets fractional points below that. So, for instance, if the best solution is a 10 and I get an 11, well, I get... that's... Do be how the fast autoscroll works? Yep. Yeah, and if I get 11, then I'm just missing a fraction. The extra, like, 10% there, so... It encourages you to get good solutions, but not perfect solutions. This one definitely encouraged you to get just as good solutions. because the way it worked was your score for a problem was the inverse of your place. So if you're in first place, you get all the points. If you're in last place, you lose all the points. If you're, you know, tied for first with everyone else, you still get all the points. Nuts. And so it's kind of important to just have good solutions for everything, even if it's a dumb problem, which is kind of annoying, because an awful lot of dumb problems have adequate solutions frequently. Like, we had an adequate solution for one of them. We were within spitting distance of the best solution. Someone found a slightly smaller solution, I think because they were using a slightly different version of the Y Combinator. Or managed to trim off an extra number by doing something clever. This was the one where you had to punt your character right 200 times. Which it turns out is really tricky. Our original solution, because they handed us the code that emitted the character dot 200 times, was simply send the character, basically take that and replace it with replace the dots with ours. It worked surprisingly well, but it wasn't very small. Turns out you get a lot smaller by omitting some of the loop formals and simply macro calling yourself multiple times. It's weird. It's not a very efficiently packed language. I found an adequate solution to one of the fractal ones later, but it wasn't great. When I looked at the best solution, I was actually pretty surprised. One way I told not to swim before slopes is that after the autoscroller gets up to speed, you can clip into the ground and die. I'm not surprised. I don't think I'm going to run into that specific problem, and if I do, I'll die anyway. What did I think about? Oh, lambdas, yeah. The compact version of the... Is it the Sierpinski gasket? No, it's not the Sierpinski gasket. It was like the Hibbert curve. Turned out to be really small and really clever. It turns out you could just, like, stride across a static string of 12 things just by doing clever slices. It was really good. Whereas I ended up implementing a big chunk of it in sort of a more normal, recursive way, and then realizing that I had all these bits that were the same. So fixing those with LETs, and then doing better there. Just even then, it didn't do a whole lot to decrease the actual size. But we had a non-terrible solution, which was sort of the goal, because we couldn't get a solution to that one via the random walk strategy, which was used for everything else. I didn't even swim! But the random walk strategy turned out to be hyper powerful. Unfortunately, ours didn't allow for a really cute optimization I found, which saved us like a couple tokens, about 3 tokens. Where instead of concatenating something on the front of it, you concatenate it at the bottom of the recursion. And then Hammer was like, I can't make this work because I can't see forward into the future this way. It occurs to me we didn't need that in retrospect, because we could have done it differently. Oh, there's the swimming into the ground and dying. But basically, she was doing the search using the actual lambda stuff, and we didn't need to do that. We could have sped up the search massively by running that part in C#, because we knew what that part looked like. Because I think that's what she was doing. Anyway, I think it would have been possible to invert it with enough work, but honestly, by the point where we had that going, it just didn't matter too much. We threw a bunch more compute power at that specific problem set and called it a day. Please don't kill me. I swam. I didn't trust it. That's a nice skyline. VLDC rules continue to confuse me as to how it all ends up working out. Like, what are these tiles in SMW that have been composited to make this? And not only that, it's multiple layers of parallax. That is shiny. The efforts people go through to get the aesthetic score in VLDC is amazing to me, given how little it actually accounts for the score nowadays. Ah, dang, I did it again. They're all merged. Oh, I know. I'm not impugning you and saying you did it. You know, you're cheating or anything. I'm just saying that it amazes me what you can get done with the rules. With tile merging and all that. I know I still need to, like, read Zucati's tutorial on it to better understand how it actually works. But it always impresses me. Especially because it's basically not useful outside of this one contest. Like, this is basically the one time this skill comes up. It's like being the guy who can successfully mix drinks, what was it? Mix drinks, exercise, and paint all at the same time. Like, he has a very specific niche, and it only comes around on his TV show. Base ROM level design contest also does. Oh, that's fair. Oh, it also has the weird merging rules. So I thought you weren't allowed to really mess with the base ROM. Oh yeah, I guess they were, because they were allowed to add graphics. I'm pretty sure, thinking about it now. Dang it, not... Donut did all the graphic stuff. You did level. Well, not this part, he did this part. Okay, I can blame Donut for this. I can also blame Donut for not doing level 69 right now. Because Donut, I saw the comment Donut made about a specific person's level, and how if I was judging it, I would not like it. And that person's level is number 69. I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. It's a block snake level, or it's a coin snake level. And after the QLDC block snake level was the second to last one that I finished. Still haven't finished QLDC because Hawaluta wants to do a remix of, or a special edition of Myth or Mana. So I'm leaving that till later, until either he does that or gives up or whatever. But the last level outside of that was Slithering Capitalism, and that was a doozy, and it was all coin snakes. Even with cheating, it was hard at times. Especially in the later areas where there just wasn't any way to cheat. Dead again. Hate to say it, but he's right. Base ROM level design contest or coin snakes? I legitimately thought you could just get your own graphics data. What Donut said about the level? Ah. Yep. I mean, they're interesting. I find them to be very clunky to work with. And not fun. I mean, to be fair, he said this as he's getting launched through a level where he's consistently dying in the exact same 3 spots. Like, I'm kind of hoping it doesn't go on much longer than I've been seeing, because, man, once it gets up really fast, there's not a whole lot you can do. Like, basically an action you took about 2 screens ago determines whether or not you live. And there's not a whole lot I can do beyond, like, disabling collision. Or I guess, like, just turning off the scroll. I guess I could do that, too. I don't think I need to cheat at this level yet, but... I pressed up once on accident. Not what I meant to do, after all, but it's what happened. Consistently making the same mistake there? Yup. That is exactly what I'm doing. You need to stop making that mistake. Closer. I feel by the time I see the arrow, it's already too late. Best part is how it takes so much time to actually get up to speed. You're like, I'm gonna go for it, and then it's like, no, you're not. Okay. Should be fine. Dang it! Just barely clipping that. Split section is 1.5 screens long, doesn't feel like it with the autoscroll. I mean, when you're quite literally going screens per second at the end of it. Maybe not quite screens per second, but like screen every couple seconds. Yeah, it's not going to feel that long. Okay, relax. And die. Different mistake. It's nice when you make a different mistake. I guess the other thing I was thinking about, they're doing a bunch of demos, playable demos at the Adventure Game Convention. I'm thinking I might do another report like I did with PAX, except just about the adventure game stuff, which I suspect will be shorter, because like demos for adventure games can't be that long. I don't know. I'll think about it depending upon what like cards I collect, like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. Oh, I did it again. I pushed up once. Or I swam once. Like Pokemon or cigarettes. It's such a dumb reference, and I still love it so much. The funny thing is, I don't even use Ruby. I actually objectively think Ruby is not a very good language. It's suitable for rapid prototyping. But then again, I feel the same way about Python. Everything Python eventually becomes an unmaintainable mess. But it's my unmaintainable mess, damn it. Okay, we good? We good. Well, that's a different way to fail. I didn't swim! I don't think I swam. Thanks, slopes. They never behave the way you expect it to. Gotta focus. Oh, I did again. I need to not swim once I hit that, or need to not big upswim when I hit that ramp. It's the same dang mistake every time, but it's still annoying. Just easy to do one misinput right here and die. Yeah, being big was cheating. I decided to handicap myself. Nope, I did that one swim about 3 screens ago. And it gets me again. You can see it's always in the same few spots. There's a lot of death markers all stacked up right there. Nope. Wonder how hard it would be to code death markers in the game. I mean, D to the 4th did it once for, What is this hack's name? I think it's called? It's a troll hack. Has Sandstorm and Doritos and doesn't afraid of anything. There's a limit, of course, the number you can put on screen because of sprites and everything. And there's other limits that are an issue because of, whatchamacallit? Memory space. But you could easily do it pretty decently in-game. Hey, it was saying to press down. I pressed up. I got lucky. 18. Thinking about coding, that's what saved us. Alright, we'll take a quick look at 41 after this. But yeah, it was a cute level. I don't think the two sections really fit well together. Like, you had a heavy amount of exploration and then suddenly weird, fast auto-scroller. So it was a little bit of lack of cohesion, but it was still fun. Once I figured out how not to die in the auto-scroller, which may not have ever actually happened. Thank you for the GGs.